Good morning. Welcome to Yoga Flow. Welcome to our Yoga Flow this morning. My friends, come onto your mat. I'm just going to have a quick drink. Just a quick little wet the whistle. Okay, welcome. So my friends, just come onto your mat. I'm just going to move my weights a little hook here. Well done. Okay, we're going to start at the top of our mat today. This Yoga Flow is really nice if you do a lot of running or walking. All right, it's a nice flow, a nice stretch out, a nice calm down after a good run or a walk. Well done. All right, so just come to the top of your mat. Let's just place our hands on our hips and just rise to toes. Just drop alternate heels, really pressing the heel down into the mat that we've dropped. Trying to keep our pelvis level, don't let it rock. Lovely, and just hold it there. Let's hinge at our hips, slide our hands down to that flat back extension there. Start to feel the length of the back of your legs and your spine, and rise it back on up. This time, if your back feels good, bring those hands to that heart center. Just press your shoulders away from the ears. Bring your weight slightly forward to toes. And then just rise on up here. Now just lift up your front knee and just take a big circle there. So hands to hips. If you feel like your arms are in the way, just circle round. Let's get into that nice hip, and then let's go the other way. Nice hip mobility. Just one more. Lovely, let's take that leg all the way back, and then let's sink down into our low lunge. Keeping our chest, trying to lift it off the thigh, but keeping that back leg straight. Now just inhale, and then let's exhale. Let's straighten out both legs, drive the heels down to the floor. Bend the knee. Lovely. And then let's straighten up again. Really driving the heel down. Try and tuck the butt underneath you of this forward straight leg. Tuck the butt under. And then bend the knee. Really rise forwards into the crown. Really extend, lengthen up this back leg. Lovely. Drop that back knee down now. And let's come down. Get more into our hips. Just push the hip forwards. Lovely. Now take this front arm and just reach back towards that back heel, but press forwards through your hip. Can you bring this back arm over the head more? Keep pushing forwards through the hip. Lovely. Let's windmill back down. Nice. And let's just lift up that back leg. Stay nice and long now. Let's get that nice hip stretch. And let's lift up our arms. Staying low in our legs. Lovely. Coming on down, my friends. Good job. Sinking it here. Can we bend the back knee and take a hold of the foot and draw the heel into the bottom. Now bring in as much as you can bending the elbow to ceiling, pushing forwards through the hip. Just look up, lift your chest. Oh, a lovely deep stretch. Release your foot down. Let's lift the back leg. And let's step that back foot in. Back in to that nice forward fold. Woo. And let's rise it up. This front foot, let's step behind the back leg. And then just tuck your chin and roll it down. Just roll it down. Just let your head hang. Bring your hands down. If you feel a bit wobbly, lovely. Let's roll it back on up. Nice and slowly. Good. Let's step that foot back to hip distance. And then let's tuck the chin and roll back down. Just feet hip distance apart. Let your head hang. Now bring your hands behind your back. Clasp your hands together. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And let your arms lift. Lovely. Good job. Let's release those arms and let's roll it back on up. Nice and slowly. Just drop your shoulders. Bring those hands to your thighs. Stay nice and long. And let's hinge at the hips again. Let's just slide it down into that flat back extension. Feel the length through the legs. On the back and then come on up. Bring those hands to the center. And then take that nice bow. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. Perfect. And let's come on up there. Let's place our hands on our hips and lift up that back knee. And let's circle around with the knee, keeping the hips facing forward. And we're just mobilizing through the hip. Let's go the other way. Just return the other way. Lifting up and over. This one more. Nice. And then take that leg a big long stride back. And then let's bend the front knee and lower ourselves slowly down. Scooting that back leg further away if you feel it's necessary. Just breathe it in and then breathe it out. Straighten up both legs. Drive the butt down to the mat. And then just bend the knee. Opening the hip. And then getting into those hamstrings here. Keep them nice and long. Don't hold your breath. Driving that back heel to the floor, so we're getting into the calf of the back leg. Sinking it down low. Tucking the butt underneath us. Nice, coming forwards. Now bend that back knee. And let's just come up into that nice hip stretch there. Pushing the hips forwards. Lifting the chest. Now reach your back hand down towards your back foot. But push forwards through that hip, the back hip. And bring this front arm over your head more. Really pushing forwards through the hip. Windmilling down, hands coming down. curling the toes and lifting up that back knee. Sinking low. And let's rise up into a nice high lunge here. Lovely, bringing the hands down. Stay nice and long. Softening that back leg and bringing the foot in. Let's roll it on up. And friends, we're going to do a standing quad stretch on this side. So just pick up the back foot, take a hold of it. I didn't do it on the knee because that knee is not good, kneeling on it, bending it like that. We can still do it standing, my friends. So if you have knee issues, this is an alternative to kneeling and doing your quad stretch. Release your leg down. Let's take that leg, step it behind. And then let's just roll it down nice and slowly. Softening our knees, planting our feet firmly on the floor. Letting our head hang. Letting go through the back, the neck. And then let's roll it on up. Nice and slowly. Taking those feet hip distance and then rolling it down again. Just rolling down, just the thighs, let your head hang. Bring your arms behind your back. Kiss your shoulder blades together. Just let your arms hang. Good, release those arms. And let's just round it on up there. Lovely, just breathe it in. Now breathe it out. Just lift up one leg. Cross the foot over. And just sit back and down to get that nice butt stretch. If it's too much with balance, you can always come to the floor and do this on the floor sitting. Just getting into the hip a bit more. And let's come on up. Let's try the other side. So just inhale. Push your hips back. Take the knee out to the side. Just lift your foot slightly if you can. Feel it deep into the buttock. Lovely, come on up. We're going to roll down. I'm going to bring the hands down. I'm going to step back into our plank. Just hold it there, shoulders down, core on. Just drop to knees. Uncurl toes. Now sit your butt back to that child's pose. Now my friends, I can't do this, but this stretch is great for the front of the thigh, the front of the legs here, and the top of the foot. So if you can, walk your hands in, keep the bottom on the heels, and now lift your chest right up. So you're going to take your arms off the floor and really bring your shoulders back on top of your ankles. So imagine that my bum is still on my heels and I'm bringing my shoulders right back. So my upper body is straight, shoulders on top of hips, but my bottom is on the heels, so not kneeling up, bum down. Can you do it? Can you feel it? Deep into the front of your legs, maybe into your hips. Maybe you can lean back a little bit. Just breathe. Good job. Come forwards, bring those hands down under your shoulders, and let's just take a nice angry cat. Just separate shoulder blades, arch through your back. And then tilt your pelvis forwards, lift your chest, shoulders down. Lovely, and then arch up. And then extend. Well done, let's do one more. And then the other way. Really lift your eye gaze, press your shoulders down. Tilt that pubic bone right in between your legs. Well done, just lengthen out. Curl your toes. If knees, drive your heels to the floor and walk your hands in. Just soften knees and let's roll up. Or open your chest. And just bring those hands down. Well done. Superb. Thank you for joining me for our yoga flow today. If you have things that you can't do, don't let that stop you. There's things I can't do, yeah, but we just need to find little adaptations and ways around it. Well done, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Good job. Good job.